Hello, welcome to the Funk Illuminati, and hope everyone had a happy and safe New Year's. Now, this is a project I've been working on for a while now, almost a week, and it is the Haslab 2-in-the-Box special. Now, this comes included with an authentic Ghostbusters P.K.E meter that is modeled after the Ghostbusters Afterlife with the taser function, along with a working ghost trap. Now, this is an amazing backer special. It's been over a year in the making, and I'm finally happy to have this here, and I want to show you guys what this box has and what it has to offer. Anyways, sit back, relax, enjoy, and here we go. Now, as you guys can see, this is a large, sturdy box. When this thing came in the mail, it was pretty heavy, and I wasn't really sure exactly what we're going to have in it. Now, as you can see here, I'm trying to open up the box itself. It is well packed. In fact, you're going to see in a second, once we get over, is that it's actually a box within a box. And I was kind of surprised. As you can see, it's got really sturdy. It's even had the corner impact protectors on there, which I thought was pretty cool. But after struggling with it, I finally got it out, and here it is, 2 in the box with the Ghost Trap and P.K.E meter from Haslab. Now, this thing is amazing. I actually kind of want to get a steamer box that looks like this because, well, it's gonna look cool. Now, as you can see there, it's 2 parts split between the ghost trap and the P.K.E meter. Now, the first thing I was able to get out was actually the box that contained the trap itself. It took a bit of time, but I managed to get it out, and so we're going to take a look at it here. So the inside, basically, you got a little package there with some accoutrements, stickers. You take a look at my Instagram, you'll actually see all the stuff that's on there. Some of the extra backer stuff that if it reached a certain goal, they were going to put out, which I thought was kind of cool. So we move the top there, and there is the beauty itself, the ghost trap, along with the stand and everything else. So the first thing we're going to take out is the ghost trap. Now, I thought I could just pull on the plastic and it come out as one unit, but as you can see, it is a hefty beast. It's got a bit of weight to it. Pretty decent. It is they have it set up so you can have it look like the Ghostbusters 2 or Ghostbusters 1 model, which is pretty sweet. It's a combination of aluminum and plastic. Basically really sturdy, which was nice. Now, the next thing I wanted to pull out was the actual connector cable. Now, this is a pretty decent cable. I believe it's about 20 feet of not 20 feet, sorry, 10 feet of cable, correction. And it's got the BNC connectors, which is actually kind of cool. I'm wondering if there is a possibility of maybe extending the cable, making it a little bit longer, but it's pretty flexible, which is nice. Because usually with most cables, as anyone knows, when you get them, they're pretty stiff, which I thought was great. Now, the next thing I pull out is the actual trap holder. Now, this is pretty cool. Now, some people have actually been mounting this on their wall, which I'm going to show you in a second here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show the little tiny connectors that can go onto the trap itself. Now, that's if you want to change it to the older Ghostbusters model, along with those connectors on the back will actually go over to act as protectors, kind of like a dust protector for the trap itself. Now, the next thing that I'm pulling out here is what I was mentioning earlier, is the trap holder. Now, it's pretty sturdy, mostly plastic. I do want to mount it eventually on the wall. It's pretty decent. It's nice. It stops the trap from rolling away, as well as we also got some extra badges here. So I was trying to show them on the other camera, but it did not look good. So we'll just keep it here on the table. So you see you got the Ghostbusters logo. Then you got the Ghostbusters Afterlife end logo. If you ever watch the end of the movie at the end of the credits, we have the next one that we're going to be showing here is the engineering logo, which I thought was really cool. And the Haslab official backers logo. These are pretty cool. They're pretty nice. I do want to try to get more of them. So we go to the next box as well. So the next box is the basically the foot pedal along with the P.K.E meter trap in there. So the first thing to pull out is actually the trap holder for the belt. This thing is a solid piece of aluminum. It is amazing, and the best part is that it looks like it could be replicated pretty easily too, if you know anybody who works with CNC machines. It's got a bit of leather on there, but it's faux leather. The next thing is the bottom of the P.K.E meter stand, which is really nice. It's solid, and the P.K.E meter really sits in there snugly when you put it together. Now, the next thing I pulled out was the foot pedal. Now, this thing is amazingly heavy. Excellent looking at it. I mean, pretty sturdy piece. Foot pedal's pretty. It got a nice little spring to it, as you can see there, which I thought was great. All the original little doodads are on it as well, and baubles, I guess you can call them. Now, the next thing I was going to try to get out here is I had to move the box around because there's just so much stuff in that box. That's the one thing I was amazed about when this came out. Now, the one thing I was so impressed to pull out was the P.K.E meter. Now, this particular meter is modeled after the Ghostbusters Afterlife, which means it has the taser feature on it. Also has a built-in EMP, which I tested in the house. It was kind of cool. So the next thing I wanted to try to get out was the stand. So this came in 2 bags. So what you're seeing here is the stand itself, which fits into the bottom of the holder. That's for the P.K.E meter. Really nice. I kind of want to get this made out of aluminum if I could. The next thing that I pulled out there, as you can see there, is just the strap for the P.K.E meter when you eventually put it on your belt. And now, the one thing I was kind of disappointed with was the P.K.E meter, but I understand leather is expensive, and I want to find somebody who can actually make this out of leather, because it's pretty cheaply made. Wear and tear is going to definitely break it down pretty quickly. So that's pretty well everything. So the next thing I want to show you guys is how to put the batteries in these things. Pretty easy. All you need is a screwdriver, 3 batteries. Now, the P.K.E meter is kind of weird in the sense that the batteries aren't positive, negative, you know, basically alternating. One side is basically positive, negative, and then the other side is just negative and negative. So you actually have to put the batteries both in the same way on the one side. But pretty quick and easy. Like the fact that the fasteners are just 2 screws, not like a bunch of heavy screws that are pain to get in, especially over, you know, putting it in 4 points. As you can see, it works nicely. A little thicker than the Maddie one, but I like it. It's got a good bit of weight to it. The next is the ghost trap. Now, the ghost trap, you actually have to pull back on the handle to release the actual trap itself, because the battery holder is actually at the bottom of the trap itself, as you can see here as I turn it over. It takes 4 batteries, which 4 AA batteries for everything is AA batteries, which is nice. I should probably get chargeables, because that's probably going to be the best way to go about it, because this could be a pain to put in. But once you get the batteries in, that's pretty well it. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is the sound that this trap makes. It is amazing. It's got all these little features. So I'm just going to be quiet now and let you guys actually hear the trap itself. All right? So once we get this back in here, slip it in, and we're good to go. Just want to say thank you for watching this video to the very end. On the screen you can see here, this is everything that was in both boxes. All the badges, all the knobs, all the doodads, all the accoutrements that are necessary. Just remember that this requires 7 batteries to put together, and they must be A batteries. And just thank you for watching this video. Just to let you guys know, I will be making a big announcement in March. I'm just in the middle of finalizing some things, and something I'm really proud of. Apologize I haven't been putting out videos as much, but I will certainly try better in the new year. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as I always say, be good to each other. See you on the next one. Bye now.